And we are back.
You
Lae'Zel's
can
trying to
take a day
interrupt me.
off once in a while, Lae'Zel.
I do not
That's
take days off.
mm,
I'd even forego sleep if such a thing were feasible. The one advantage an elf holds over a Githyanki.
can you guys not? I was trying to do the opening here. So, I do have to apologize to some of you viewers. Some of this footage is out of order. Some of the things got mixed. Oh, who are you? What's up, Aaron? Oh, well, dead people here. Why are you standing here by them?
Thought you was busy with the lads in Elson's Grove.
I got something else to do at the moment. Where's your crew?
Not no more. The contract didn't mention no goblins. I would have prepped the lads, brought better weapons.
I feel like you should always come prepared, but alright. What were you doing anyway?
The kind that leaves half your crew dead. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
I mean, you got a point there. You got a point.
Have at it. If you think you can do better. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
I mean, I can do better than you. Your entire party's dead and it's just you surviving. Not saying much at the moment. Want me to say a prayer for them at least?
Of prayer. Save your breath. They're too dead to hear you. Look, we're getting out of here. You should do the same. Come on.
I don't have too much beef
We're
with you.
wasting time.
The only beef I had was you being racist. And then watch this. Watch him go. Here, he's there, and poof. Just like that. Disappeared. Like a ghost. But now that he's not here, I can loot his friends and not worry about it. What I was saying, anyway, before everyone in this game has decided to interrupt me, is the video footage has gotten all scrambled. So there's going to be a couple edits on this one. This is going to be definitely our longest video to date to try and catch up on everything that's been ongoing. I can kind of figure out why some of the characters' dialogue was as distinct as it was. It was like last playthrough someone mentioned Raphael, and I was like, I haven't done that yet. And then in this footage later on, we're going to run into, you know, the man, the myth, the devil himself, and go through that process. But what we're focusing on for now, collecting all these spoils of food that the goblins are wasting, because, you know, we're going to need all this when we get to Act 2. That's where my mind's at. Later on, we have one of our more exciting battles, but we'll get there when we get there. It's going to be a longer episode. You guys can kind of jump ahead based upon your interest level. The first part of this episode is largely exploring. You'd think because I ran all the way to the Goblin Village, yep, that's exactly where I'm going to go. Instead, I'm going to go from here and try and head on over to the swamp, even though right now I am heading in the wrong direction because I needed to go the other way. Because for some reason I assumed you can run down from there. You cannot. Not at least from that height. And there's Karlach's pod. That's where she busted out. You can tell by the excess flames on hers. I'm going to go explore what's going on over there. Because that's a clear trap if you pass all your checks. Like right about here.
Goblins ahead. Looks like they're laying an ambush.
Not a very good one, but an ambush nonetheless. They do have the high ground, so if you're unprepared and in like an honor mode run, watch yourself. Things can go a bit dodgy from there. Just kind of run down here. We're gonna go see what all the fuss is about for the swamp, because we found that note about Kaga and her secret worship of shadow druids, and we needed to go take a look into that and see what the deal was if we're going to present this evidence on over to the Council of Druids and try and either oust her and have her have a redemption, or oust her with the intent of offing her for her crimes against, you know, tieflings, my people. So it's gonna be a doozy of an episode. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming in, checking this out, having some good times with us over here at Variants. If you're not already subscribed, always appreciate that. If you really love the content anyway. Otherwise, don't worry about it.
What's that?
Likes, dislikes are always welcome as well. Comments, let me know all the stupid things I do that irritate you, because there will be many along this journey where an experienced player would do a much better job. Those fleet fingers are pretty nice, gotta say. They are doing a lot of good stuff for a couple characters if you right build. And we just started over on Twitch the other day on the 1st, so if you want to see some gameplay footage over there, we'll have some stuff just starting brand new material, so sure to give that a check if you like how everything's going on here. YouTube is still going to be primary focus, folks, so that's where you get your daily shorts, which will also be over on our TikTok. Enough said about shameless, self-promotion and schmuckery. So let's head on over to the other side, because we have tons of exploration to do. I'm kind of looking through everything. Want some alchemical ingredients, and this is where we're about to have one of our encounters that I believe I'm gonna probably tick off a couple people with how this encounter goes. I'm RPing it, role-playing it, as if I don't actually know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Something. Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see me, Rena.
Just let her go. Please.
Thank goodness you're here, sweetie. I don't know what's come over these boys.
Stop this. We won't
Failed the
ask
insight I
again.
needed. It's like, there's an old lady here. Just lower your weapons. I
Sweetie,
know her.
be careful.
He's with the hag.
Don't bloody stand there gaping. Get him!
And this is where everything turned sideways. I thought there was going to be like a conversational check of some kind, but instead,
Think you can take me on?
here we are.
Can't give
That's
up.
rather unfortunate because they're not bad people. It's just
Demir!
not an ideal situation.
Have to keep going.
Also,
Victory
when you look
awaits.
through their weapons, it kind of shows they weren't ready for this potential encounter. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Yep.
Now this is my happy place.
And this is the joy of having strength-based characters. Kind of hopping on over.
Oh,
And
my
quick hits.
stars. I didn't mean for this to happen.
Yeah, I didn't want to do this either, but here we are.
She's their little sister, and she's staying with me. This is all my fault. But I made a promise. Mayrina begged me not to breathe a word if they came looking for her. And my word is my bond. That poor thing will be distraught. We can't let her know. It'd break her poor heart. I'd best get going, but please stop by my house. I'd like to thank you proper.
Ethel's less helpless than she made out. I don't trust her.
You don't say. I thought we were helping a sweet old lady, and instead, well, here we are. She just poofed out of nowhere, and they kept calling her a hag. Based upon the area, you would assume, and based upon what little knowledge I know of Dungeons and Dragons, that she would be a green hag. So I've just accidentally helped a hag escape from her, potential attackers who could have helped us moving forward. And I was trying to find a way to send these items to camp, but I guess I'll just pick it up. And if you see that frog over there, as a gamer, just mind your business. That frog is not your friend, and in all likelihood can end your run really quickly in an honor mode. I may come back for it at a much higher level, but we'll see.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
And I felt a little cocky here, so I was like, let's try the Sorcerer Arcana route first. Should have done investigation just to see what we got. Luck ran out, folks. The luck ran out.
The place has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see anything strange.
If you pass that, you can kind of see more as to what this area is and like what it's truly about out here. And notice it says juicy apple, and then it's got the skull and crossbones on it. So always investigate your surroundings, or
Step carefully.
end up
There's
in
a
a bad
trap.
situation. Kind of hop on through, trying to avoid the traps as best as I can. I still will mess up here, I believe, shortly. It's like, huh, what the heck? What's over here? It's like, Karlach, what did you just almost trigger? And now I'm perpetually confused. It's like, I don't know what we got over here. And good job, everybody. We up. Another one for good measure. I feel like DJ Khaled out here. And another one. And now we're going to be listening out for a while. You have to pass a Constitution check in order to make that go away. And it's
Blood
going to be
everywhere.
a minute.
Someone wasn't as fortunate in their choice of campsite as us.
Yeah. But their loss is our gain, unfortunately. It's the only way to really look at things from a positive perspective. These backpacks are perfect for those of you who go ahead and make the backpack explosives and use them on bosses later on. Just hurl them at their feet, light it on fire, and boom! There goes your enemies. But for whatever reason, it doesn't seem like something I really do. I'm not really a master of barrelmancy, as the community has referenced it as. And honestly, I made sure to assume it was just a regular apple. Didn't have anything too complicated going on with it. And if you're a bard, hey, there's a loot out here.
Something over there.
This cautious skull, hideous laughter is amazing, especially if you can teach that to Gale at this early stage. Again, your wizards can really be high-powered if things are used correctly. Some decent items here, some food. Definitely gonna make use of that. We'll just continue our exploration here, trying to figure out what the heck is going on with Olga.
My faith will guide me.
You know, everyone's kind of leaning down because they
These
got
things have stayed
enough.
interesting.
Continue to explore this area, try and figure out more what's ongoing. That bridge is basically the route we want to take. Do not mess with the sheep unless you pass your insight check earlier to figure out what's going on with the area, because you can talk to them, and if you buy like the sheep would, you get a whole nother come on, Shadowheart, get over here. Thank you.
What's that?
You get a whole nother you can get approval from your entire party for being funny. But because I didn't, nope, I don't get that pre-approval to kind of like up my ratings. That's me, and the girls are out on a quest, and everyone's pretty much beat up. Because our lovely Shadowheart stepped on a bomb that triggered everything. Notice I just kind of run by that. There's the Hag's Hut. We're not going to really delve too much into it here. We're going to go ahead and talk to this gentleman up here. Once I decided I'm not going to load him.
A fellow wanderer. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me. An old hunter's trick. If you can't mask your scent, spoil it.
I mean, whatever works, dude. What are you doing out here?
Perhaps that's why I've survived so long, where more fearsome peers have not. You would be wise to look past the seeming of things, if you intend to bargain with the lady of this house. That is why you came to her lair, I take it, to bargain.
Oh, she was an old lady. What did I just do?
A charming sight, to be sure. But the prettiest web still has a spider sitting at its center. Her kind have hidden among us since the first darkness. And their knowledge is matched only by their spite. Know how to ask, and they'll share that knowledge. If you're fool enough to pay their price.
Oh, everyone in this game wants something from me, don't they? Can't just have a simple conversation these days.
A powerful friend, a terrible foe. That I cannot decide for you. For my part, I need her knowledge. The thing I hunt has gone to ground. If she can tell me how to flush him out, I'll pay whatever price she asks.
And if you know exactly who he's talking about, you can
Truth is like
ultimately
a blade,
turn him
my
there.
friend. We can arm ourselves with it, or just as easily find it pressed against our throat. I would not put you in danger.
Dude, I'm just asking questions. Give me some answers. And the bad luck continues. Back
A
to
kind
back.
offer, but to accept it would be no kindness at all, I assure you. Besides, I must survive what waits in that house. One terror at a time, Go ahead. The lady of the house awaits.
Looks like if you press triangle, cool. Now I can trade with you, because he's got, you know, potions and supply packs, which are always useful. You need to get rid of stuff. Also, this is the person I would go ahead and do that with, because you're all the way out here. You won't find another trader between here and likely the Goblin Camp, not the Goblin Village, because I don't think there was a trader there, if I'm remembering correctly. If not, I've missed him every single playthrough, which is entirely possible. Go ahead and get rid of all this junk. Because I just want to make sure I can afford your supply packs. I mean, 40 supplies is great. Okay. I don't really need it. Nope. I'm using that. Nope. Use all this weak armor. And I'm trying to figure out like how to get it to the exact point, because like now it's like I only want to sell. You can have the spoon. It's like, yeah, get my 1 gold out of this, because let's be honest here, every gold counts sometimes. But I basically spoiled that encounter with him because I refused to use that inspiration to glean that level of information. Because he is looking for a vampire by the name of a Starin Dolly. And, well, let's just say even on a good neutral playthrough where I'm not using him, I'm not going to go ahead and try and sell him out in any regard. I don't know where he is because we didn't run into him. But I'm still not going to go out of my way just to spite him by like, hey, come over here, come meet this guy, here you go. And cover that whole thing up, because it's rather unnecessary. And now it's like no one in the party is gonna follow me. I want to figure out what the perception check is, if anything.
Can't
Carla
afford to
just failed
stay
it.
idle.
And now I don't know what it is.
I have a
I
lot
believe.
on my mind.
So I'll just
well,
have to go ahead
in
and
it.
let that perception be what it is. I can come back with another party member another time, but the odds of me remembering are, let's just say, not great. Because, I mean, I bungled most of the save files here. And right now we're going to be finishing up this whole run right here today. Is 13 saves deep, and I've got 19 recorded thus far. And I'll be recording a couple more later on throughout the day. See, I was looking at the flesh rot. Because her traps were potent. They did their job, and they dissuaded me from doing a couple things here.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Yeah, despite everyone trying to cause my character to bleed out for I don't know what reason. And then there's that frog. Mind your business. Keep heading on your way. Let's see what we've got ongoing here. Go ahead and continue our exploration. Again, I hate the effects of having this ongoing. Like, when you step in water, it just irks me to no end. So I'm going to go ahead. Part of me has always wondered, like, if you can force feed those to other people out in the world and kind of see how their reaction would be. But I haven't found the situation to ever be so akin as to make me able to do this. Let's go ahead and take a look here at our potions, because now is probably the time we need to start focusing on those overall. These things knocked out one by one. You can just do a group extract, but I wanted to take a particular look at what we've got ongoing. And does anyone actually like use these poisons, like, at all? Or am I just one of those people that don't use that kind of stuff? The potion of healing I'll make all one day. And then as far as grenades, I always use those for the AoE groups where you run into like a bunch of rats or something and you want to get rid of them in an efficient manner. But before I head over there, I needed this quick heal so we can get going. Nothing exciting happened, so nothing to report
Have you
on
wondered
this
what
front.
people will say when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint, though.
And this is where you're kind of like, apparently we'll spin the game, because Shadow doesn't really, especially if you played this game before, you know she's not really that kind of person at all. She doesn't really get emotionally or physically attached to anybody, period, until the end of Act 2 or the beginning of Act 3 if you're lucky. But by then, you've really got to know her character, and figured out her arc and all that stuff, so that stuff I'll save for you to do her.
Carefully now.
Alright, let's go ahead and try and get the jump on these guys, because this fight I assumed was going to be trickier than what it was, but, you know, that's fair. I just wanted to make sure I had decent footing on this one. Whew. Whew. It was like right there. Right there. see, we got the woodwood. Those heal as long as they're on, you know, a kind of mossy area. But these mephits, the ancient ones, those are going to be the problem because they just continue to invite more and more and more of themselves. It's just a whole nightmare. Take my quick shot. And now I got summoned into battle.
Can't afford to stay idle.
But the good news is now I can kind of move everybody around as needed because they're surprised. I should have probably broken the link chain here. No, there we go. Look at me go. Figuring stuff out as we go.
Keeping low.
Get Lae'Zel. I don't know how anyone doesn't hear her clanking around.
Do you always need to be the center of attention?
I don't fight to be flattered. I fight to save lives.
And to flex your muscles unnecessarily at every girl in my party. Go ahead and try and use my advantage.
What's next?
I got the high ground. It's like a shadow. Go ahead and get her here. This location's situated. Like, huh, maybe, maybe not. Like 70%. And of course we missed.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
And then we'll put Will on this side to help out Torden. Blast. If you notice, I got that extra bonus, so I can push people out the way that don't want to deal with that stuff. Yeah, moved up a little bit, got a better situation. This game's all about location, location, location. And I will break my location rules all the time. Make things extra foolish for myself. I don't know why I even bothered moving at that point. It's like, do I use my extra attack now or wait? It's like, get Shadow Hearts some extra HP. Which, based upon where they're at in their relationship, role-playing it would make no sense that way. So they would just sooner let the other die and be like, oops. I feel so bad. Get whipping out. So I need that extra attacker to try to at least take some extra damage. If it does deal some damage, then fantastic. And then he uses unmissing moves. It's like, what to use it on? And I definitely dropped the ball on that one because he's like, look, 2 HP, 1 more would have easily done it. But instead, we did it this way, and it's my bad. It's like I wanted to fly up there, but for some reason the game's like, nope, can't do it. Can't be done. Let's fly over there. The perks of being a Storm Sorcerer. Ow. Oh. Thank goodness I killed it, but like, take that damage. And try and get Will here to finish this guy off. But apparently I'm asking too much. It's like that positioning didn't make sense to me or that move, but at the same time, in a moment where I'm not taking damage is always nice. Because the more of these things they summon, the worse this fight's gonna get. And now they're just going crazy with it. It's like, none of these really give me the move I'm looking for. If you use Sacred Flame, though, I'm not dealing with the same level of garbage as before, because completely negates what I've got ongoing location. But still, I fail.
I will ascend.
So I try and get you nice
This
up
is
close
your
and
end.
personal. Good hit. Have to go again just to be sure. It's like, hello, I used it. There we go. And now 2 members of my party just got beaten up for that. So I didn't play the location right at all. Keep Lae'Zel, keep my tank up because she's got that high ground as well. So anyone wanting to fight her will have to get up there, which that wouldn't be able to do. I don't believe so. I think it has a mobile attack, but it's not anything too crazy. I need that. Ow. Okay. Ouch. Thorin's getting beaten up. And I'm at an area where I'm going to get opportunity attacks. Left, right, and center. So rather bonus action. What I should have done is a thunder wave to try and push them back. I don't remember if that's what I'm doing. Because also I should use that magic missile, hit the one that's stupid weak, kill him, and then continue moving on. Let's see, I'm struggling here with decisions. Oh, did I do the right thing? Great. Oh, look at that. Look at me go. Oh, because he's my bonus action, my tempestuous flight is negated. But I needed that heal.
On the victor's path.
Let's go ahead and finish this guy off. Hopefully. And a crit miss. Let's just escalate the process.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, come on, Will. You're just missing everything. You're doing this on purpose. Ow, ow, ow. Never got beat up. But I managed to break the concentration holding shadow, so that's something. Quick heal here, in case I decide to take that opportunity attack. Some damage. That's what we'll have to do. Get Lae'Zel. Heal Shadowheart again with some rally. The temp HP points are always nice. I don't know why I did it in that order. I should have shot from the top, then ran over. Will says, nope, not gonna let you do that. Bring you in a little bit closer. Ow. Pretty good amount of HP right now. Second, I need to knock out these methods. That time I leveled on them, but it didn't do anything I needed it. Keep Lae'Zel active. He already healed, so like, that's nothing there. Armor Agathis would have been a good move, but just decided not to. Then again, that failed as well. So like back to back to back. Just Will in this entire fight. Total non-factor. Which is definitely not helping because like the character himself is definitely not one of my favorites. I feel like this story ended up being interesting. No matter how many times I miss with that attack, I just keep trying it. Covered in mud, give him a little extra.
I am death.
Hedge. I can't go anywhere without getting the opportunity attack. So let's go ahead and my chances. And then go for a 60% swing here. Which, not definitely helps. So I really want to use my last one. Can't use that myself. And I did. Figured why not? Of course things have happened. Will's getting beat up. Low chances. Still hit anyway.
You will not take me.
And you might. It's like, I look at this point by now, it looks like I've forgotten about... Oh! I did not. You can just go ahead and take it out. I learned my lesson now. But I got my flight. Let's go up there. Take the high ground. Some party can survive if something goes
holding back.
A little sideways. Go ahead and try this. Terrible odds, but you know. Seeing if that would change anything. But now Will's basically stuck between a rock and a hard place. Happens. Yeah, Chevy was 0%. Just worth it.
End this.
Again, 40%. I don't know what I was really honestly expecting. Could have been better. Could have been worse. And keep Lae'Zel potentially standing.
I am death.
It's like, oh yeah, precision. Wasted it on a rally. But I got exceptionally lucky there. Sometimes it's better be lucky than good. Be sure to get that wood shield. It's pretty nice early game, at least probably till later on. There we go. Nice heal. Now I gotta go help Will, because he's... Oh, he's dead. That'll do it. That'll do, pig. That'll do. And I'm kind of in a terrible spot to do anything, because he's out of range. It's like you don't really want to give up the high ground at the same time. So... I don't know why I thought that was going to be a good play, because he's still stuck. But see, Sacred Flame now all of a sudden wants to work, so I'm not really against it at all. So, we'll take it. We will take it. And he's back dead again. Bad play after bad play. Such amateur moves for a Tactician Run, I am going to get killed here shortly. I just know it. You can just feel it. I want to just give a tough terrain over there. That was kind of the look we were going with. And he's completely unbothered. Tried breaking the concentration. No dice. And now it's like, oh hey, you're within range. I have the high ground. And we broke it, but we also set fire to the entire area.
Stay focused.
Should have used ice. Take Sacred Flame again. Best odds. Coming through for now. And let's jump out of the burning terrain, just so we don't have to deal with those consequences. Get Lae'Zel on that side, out of the fire. And shoot free shot. So Lae'Zel has come through clutch with this burning blade. Ever burn blade, baby. He keeps trying to entangle me. See if I can hit it from the top rope here. And no. No, I cannot. Did the right move, wrong result. But Shadowheart, of course, will get her done. It's like Will sleeping. Time to stop sleeping, Will. Keep you over here away from the flames. Wait till those go out and then let's rejoin everybody. So I got a character death, but nothing too bad. Oh, let's continue to explore. Here's one of our short rests.
Never a dull moment.
Everybody, let's explore this that Lae'Zel accidentally uncovered while we were doing our positioning. Did not forget about it, shockingly enough. Nothing in the vase. Just some decent supplies. I don't know why I didn't just do the grouping on that one. Silliness at its finest. Do not play with the barb. It will beat you up.
You're so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
Cruel words strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned a lesson after all.
And came to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to fight, not to hate.
And it's very contrasting styles, because I mean, I feel like I'd be more worried about learning my lesson if I was worried about getting my butt kicked. But hey, you know, fighting's not like a life or death situation or anything. That one was just doing a little dance there for some reason, back from the dead, just trying to mess with me. You guys have trouble with the vines. There you go. Shoot it with fire. Kind of knock out some of the area, get things cleared out. Just leave it out of turn-based mode, it'll go away faster. Like, I couldn't remember if I looted that out.
What was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Must be the tree from the knee to Korga.
It was a great scrap.
What's
a
that cleft
hungry
there?
minotaur with a hankering for human flesh. An axe-bearing mountain of fur she was. Gave me a nasty scar.
I hope you don't mind if I don't ask to see it.
You guys got a weird little romance thing going on here. Not against it. Now we figured out what's going on with the grove. Do a little looting. The sparkle hands are essential if you're going to try and work on getting a lightning build for early Act 1, because they got a lot of good lightning charges equipment early on. Kind of make sure that's always going to help you out. Because as you know, the Tempest, Cleric, Storm, Sorcerer,
I wonder what the next move is.
extra lightning damage is always welcome. And kind of give her gloves that kind of work a little bit better with her. Anything involving healing would be kind of where we should be going on this. It's like she's got the shield, but she doesn't need one. She's got a two-handed weapon where she is just kicking everything's butt. So, it looks pretty cool, and it's got a nice little effect on it. Nothing crazy, it's not OP. You can find a better shield in Act 1, but for now,
Let's get going.
+2 with an enchantment will certainly do. Alright, let's go ahead and head on back, because now we have some more investigation to be doing here. So we got a whole nother hour left of our playthrough. I don't want to spend. Shadow, are you coming?
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Let's go on here. Got that chain link on going.
Looking ahead.
Alright. Jump back over.
So, Will with a Y. Why?
Why? That's right.
But why?
Why? A great uncle's name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
Okay, then. Let's ignore that and continue onward. trying to think if there's anything I missed here so far. I know I haven't done the hag, but she is not on our to-do list at the moment. She will be popping up a little bit later for Act 1 for me.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
It's like, and I remember all the traps already because of the last bad luck I had. I was hoping there'd be more there. And I don't know if there's an item over in that general direction. I just kind of passed up the opportunity to take a look for whatever reason.
Trap. Watch it.
At least one of the characters you have a little sense of urgency. Some of them like calmly whisper it, and you're like, "This is a trap. This can decimate our entire party or launch us off a ledge." And you're gonna whisper sweet nothings to me instead of being like, "Hey, we're all gonna blow up and die." Some sense of urgency would be welcome. Hoping for a little bit more there. I always get a little greedy when I'm looting. It's like I'm not a full-on exploring person. As you've noticed, I kind of left the Owlbear Cave alone at this moment in time. It's like, and you notice it's got all that stuff involving, like, Hunt the Devil ongoing. It's like, no, I already completed that in another run moment, but for whatever reason, the footage has been all over the place. So I do apologize for that, for those who've been following around loyally. That's my bad. One of the first times I've edited a playthrough for you guys. It's not really a walkthrough, just kind of a step-by-step process, if you will, of what we got on going. We're going to kind of hop around here in the camp to save some time because we're going to have an unexpected visitor very shortly at a location I definitely wasn't expecting.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Excuse me?
Harsh. Remind me to stay on your good side.
You were never on my good side.
Now he's just gonna want you more because you're playing hard to get, quote unquote, even though you just genuinely hate this man. Let's push on through. If you notice, Ethel's no longer there. She's not hanging out at her house, as opposed to being here.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Like, if you don't know him, you'd think he's almost making a pass at you in some regard, but definitely not. And he's got some newer stuff because we pushed through a little bit further in the game. So he's got some decent gear, nothing mind-blowing. The chest next to him, if you're smart and clever, you'll be able to loot. And then that'll definitely help you for Act 1 significantly, because some of the stuff he's got in there is better equipment than what you can buy from any of the vendors, or you can even loot in the area. So, go figure, right? Also, keeping a bludgeoning weapon nearby is always ideal, because some walls and obstructions can only be dealt with through bludgeoning, and if you made it to the Underdark, you know there is a certain boss that only bludgeoning damage will do something impactful with. Especially for the people playing on honor mode, which I have all my respect for in the world, because I'm not good enough to be there yet. You're definitely going to see why during this potential run. Like, anyone have an ongoing bet as to how many times I'll die by the end? I'm going to go with a low ball of at least 3. Especially with the way that one of these upcoming fights is going to play out. Really considering everything from all options here. It's like, well, the extra guaranteed damage is nice. Flails I thought would be cooler and more important than they're supposed to be. Same with the scimitars. I thought there'd be a lot more. They didn't really lean into it nearly as much as I was hoping they would. Like you can see me just bouncing around here. Like, this is some of the footage you guys usually don't see of me just struggling to make a basic decision. And in all honesty, we're probably going to go ahead and skip part of this so we can go on ahead so we don't have to see me arguing with everything we got ongoing for the foreseeable future. And where we picked up, we're picked up just a little bit up the hill here. We are trying to talk to the strange ox because I got a bunch of animals speaking.
You're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
Use the Arcana check because it doesn't hurt. Thank goodness our luck has returned.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
No, you are incapable.
Notice he's will for this because of all the charisma he's got. Go gently with him, do not threaten him. And then a huge roll right there.
I'll tell
26.
you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Move. Move along. I mean, move.
We notice there's Donnie again. Came back. But don't really have time to see what everyone's got ongoing with that. Let's go try and run down here. Past these tieflings. These annoying druids. And if you notice now, they're still like, you know, casting, they're not casting the Rite of Thorns as opposed to just performing a ritual. Because we know what it is. I figured I'd move them while we're at it.
I'm sleeping.
You're talking to me. Get on the elevator.
Okay.
Thank you. You're a good bear. Unlike the one I have to go save later on. He's been a little bit bad. And this is where things took a turn for the weird. I wasn't expecting Will to have to RP this.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormyr, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Okay. I'm affecting the mouse or the cat?
The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence.
God, I wish you were quiet
Of course. What I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes.
You'd think like the druids had said something about this. Nope. Completely unbothered. Completely unbothered by what's going on here.
There, middle of somewhere.
Love the music, though. They gave him a lot of respect for someone who spends more time rehearsing his lines than doing anything important.
And deny you the honor of my hospitality? This is the House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
And RPing this is Will. Of course, he doesn't trust him in the slightest and is going to be a bit agitated to have to deal with this nonsense right here, right now.
Are you not entertained? Well, far be it from me to disappoint. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. You do not seek it, but it has found you. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that. And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I have a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
I don't want to see you again. I'm done with this.
I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
No one stopped me yet.
As if we don't have enough going on, you know what I'm saying? Things continue to complicate themselves further. Do not forget this chest if you are a bard.
Tool will do the trick.
The captain's curing is in here. Very essential for getting that extra stuff, and it's honestly not a bad look. Even if you're not someone who uses, you know, that particular perk, it's you can either just feed it to Gale or keep it for yourself. Yeah, you. Let's speak.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become. It sounded like a cat being strangled. God damn it! No, I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't... Nothing fits, you know?
That's what she said.
It can't hurt. I have her. I have an extra lute, if you want.
I don't really want to sing. I'm not a bard. It's
My
not really
teacher,
my jam.
Lae'Zel. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her dancing beneath the stars, a huge smile on her face. Thinking of it now, my heart hurts. And my words just seem to crumble, like ash. Wait. Words of mine will turn to ash. That's perfect.
The creative process. Gotta love it.
That it's okay. That I'll be okay. And thank you for everything.
Alright, see what you got. Eventually. I'm trying to decide if I'm really willing to listen to her or not. Because it's going to be a process of a couple minutes. Be sure to go ahead and fast forward. If you don't want to have to listen to Alfira go off for a couple minutes.
Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Wait.
I do think this was a nice touch to have a person who sings the opening lyrics. I think she sings Down by the River and then does this one.
Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and note it, I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Thank goodness it's over.
Sorry. She'd have said the same thing. That's the first time I've played since Lae'Zel died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it.
You can meet those gnolls later on.
She'd yell at me for that clunky verse. And make me play till my fingers were raw. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Finish the Weeping Dawn. For her. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
And now we're going to do a quick little jump from here. We're going to get on into the action that you guys are looking forward to. Made camp real quick. Everyone's pretty beat up. Because the whole saving thing went sideways, then this happened.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
And this is the result is if Will does not kill Cleric.
Will, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Now? But I'm just getting comfy.
And again, you can see my character's hatred
Call
for devils.
me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
I wonder if those are on fire.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
Guess we had another tiefling.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Excuse me?
Oh, and Will, don't forget,
our pact still stands.
Ta-ta.
Interesting indeed. Let's see what everyone else has to say about this. Start with Will, because he's going through it.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
I mean, of course I failed their con check. You did break the contract, but you did do what was right.
I deserve that. Consider me properly shamed.
It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
Using power this way isn't always right.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
I mean, my character knows all too well what you're talking about.
It could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
We can figure this out.
We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Should have been honest with me from the jump. Character would have respected it far more.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
Thought you'd have more to say than that. I mean, he literally just sacrificed his whole appearance. Now we're back.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Magical.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized Demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help, but I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Avernus. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
Touch whoever you please, Let's go get some of that.
I've sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for. I can show you where I'd look.
Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock if you're looking to load up.
And I already sold you a bunch of stuff, so I don't know why I'm technically looking, but you gotta hope beyond hope sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Hope everyone does what you think the right thing is.
forged from the heart.
It's like, this chest is the one with all the good stuff. That's why I keep looking at it. Like, I want to steal this, but for some reason.
I could use the target practice.
Shoes. Where are my boots?
Let's go ahead and we're going to run all the way over. I want to try and get started with one of the boss fights that, truth be told, I think I started a little bit early.
Make one up. You can do that.
Why are you here?
You
I
know
sent
exactly
you
why
to
I'm here.
Zevlor.
You have done things, committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. I'm sorry, wrong roleplay.
What?
And you can't really jump them, unfortunately. I thought about trying that several times, and I'm going to try this from a couple different angles. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about after this first fight.
That damn nose of yours has gone poking in our business.
Mistress Olladin, I can explain.
Shh, shh. No need. It couldn't be helped.
Korga, what is the meaning of this?
And they just let
You
it be right on the
think
noses.
yourself quite the spy, don't you? Go on, tell him.
Give up the information we need to get the people to sway on our side.
What's in there? Cloakwood. Korga, have you lost your mind?
Halsin is weak, Wrath. But in the shadows, we are strong. We are safe. There is no other way.
There's tons of other ways.
You and Halsin welcome untouchables to your midst. You defile the grove for the sake of harmony.
Olladin speaks truth. Who among you disagrees? Who would see this grove in ruin?
There you go, Wrath. Right decision.
The choice is made. Korga, burn the tainted away. Start with the snitch.
As you say,
Excuse me.
Olladin.
Snitch. Hello. And you have the choice here to persuade her and make her see sense and justice and all that, which is the critical success we just landed.
With the grove taken for Cloakwood, the Circle will see that I'm right. The Great Mother will guard us from all danger.
And I didn't necessarily want this route. I want Kaga to pay for threatening a child.
Yes.
The neutral in me
When
is
the
pulling
darkest
towards
hour fell,
darkness
it
here.
was us that brought light. Sylvanas demands we illuminate shadow, not hide within it. How was I so blind?
Careful, Korga. The shadows don't forgive.
I belong to the shadows no longer. You've no power over me.
You would question my power. Mother Earth, hear me. Grant me your wrath.
And this fight is one that we're gonna let play out and not have it be too much of a thing. Just because I want to let things be as they are. But we're gonna go ahead and do another round after this one to show you guys the other arc and how that would play out if you do things the way I would prefer to do them. And I'll show you how to do it wrong the first time. This fight is only annoying just due to the wild shape that's ongoing. And the moonbeaming. Nice dodge, Shadow. jump up, say hello real quick. How you doing? Just trying to use Cleric as my paladin. Didn't really pan out the way I wanted to. I can't even jump past. Just because of where I'm at positioning wise. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with you first. It's like I took it, but then I didn't, and everything got fuzzy for a sec. Could have just done that, then done the other attack, but
Can't afford to
you
let
know,
up.
it's me. I'm not a good player, so mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. That didn't work out. Couldn't push the wolf. Wrath out here failing his throws. Got hit by Karlach. And of course I did. Nice. I got unentangled. Go ahead for as much damage as I can while you're not transformed. He's right back to his wall. And he messed up Lae'Zel. And then I don't know what the system's thinking trying to make that move, but they made it anyway. I always wish you could like push her into the water, but alas, here we are. Nice healing, thanks for that. Jump all the way over. Whoop. Luckily missed the moonbeam. Accuracy increase. And get the kill.
Got to concentrate. Take your
Go for it. Crit, so Shadowheart. Super good.
You will face Sylvanas' justice.
This is like the result if you turn her back. Everything's not too
Whatever
bad.
the Tree Father's judgment. You once called me a monster. Seems I've proven you right.
Yep. Yes, he did.
I was thinking I could make us safe. A foolish notion. To think we'd find comfort in shadow. I endangered a child. I betrayed the Circle's trust. We will stop the right, and I will stand trial. My fate lies with Sylvanas. May he have mercy.
What of Zevlor?
We will grant them safe harbor until they depart. Meanwhile, help us contend with the goblins. Perhaps we can dissuade them from attacking.
How do you even get dissuaded from your cause?
It began with a letter. There was no messenger. It simply appeared. Olladin came soon after. An army was coming, she said. Goblins, drow, and more still. Legions upon legions. The druids of Cloakwood knew the dangers this would bring. They ordained that all circles cast the right to shelter from the storm. Olladin taught me to harness the Tree Father's power to wall us in. In return, well, you know the rest. I would turn the grove over to them. I won't forget the wounds I've inflicted. I pray Halcyon returns to heal them in full.
Yeah, and this is if you do the good route, you do full redemption. But I get a little greedy here, and we're gonna go ahead and save this route as a different one than the other one. Just like if I ever decide, you know, she deserves redemption.
I see it on your face.
And instead, we're going to be a little aggressive here and be like, sorry, not sorry, you need to die. Which gets me hit with karma almost immediately. So I'm sure you guys will enjoy this, as you see me, who's been bragging about positioning this entire time, utterly fail.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor.
This conversation kind of plays out the same.
That damn nose of yours has gone poking in our business.
Mistress Olladin, I can explain.
Shh. No need. It couldn't be helped.
Koga, what is the meaning of this?
You think yourself quite the spy, don't you? Go on, tell him.
Let it play out exactly the same. I just got my conversation choices here moving forward will change.
Cloakwood? Koga, have you lost your mind?
Halcyon is weak, Wrath. But in the shadows, we are strong. We are safe. There is no other way.
You and Halcyon welcome untouchables to your midst. You defile the grove for the sake of harmony.
Olladin speaks truth. Who among you disagrees? Who would see this grove in ruin?
The choice is made. Koga, burn the tainted away. Start with the snitch.
As you say, Olladin.
And you can still read your spots, or just go ahead and be like, no. I still tried the persuasion here just to see what happens.
No. You don't know what you say. In shadow, we are purified.
Koga's voice breaks and her lips tremble. She heard reason in your words.
And you can dissuade her from there. But because we've already done this, I believe we're going to just go ahead and be like, look, I already tried reasoning with you. I'll take blood to settle this.
Olladin, strike! We take this grove for the shadows!
And some of them will help you, some of them won't. And coming here, you're going to see how things are going to go sideways real quick. And it's not for lack of trying, mind you. It's like, thought about finishing him off in one shot. I got lucky, got good rolls, took him out. I tried breaking her concentration, but it didn't work. Quick heal. Everyone's grouped together, so of course we got beat up. And instead I'm focusing on the wrong thing here. Focusing on trying to take out Olladin when Koga is easily the one that is going to be the problem. Doesn't help that the precision attack missed. Really good hit there. Look, everyone's grouped again. Moonbeam. Even though she jumped right in. He ran into it for I don't know what reason. And luckily the concentration got broken on the bite. So like that's something. I think, yeah, I've got her surrounded. Great place to be. I'm dropping some heavy damage. Not a lot to worry about.
Take
Up. She needs to be going. It's like, nope, that's not gonna work. It's nasty for the bludgeoning damage of 1. And like I can't move because of the opportunity attack. We're trying to go gangbusters on her, but it is just, it is not panning out. So I'm kind of stuck in this position where I've got her surrounded at least, but here's where I'm making an interesting move. Get Lae'Zel still here. It's more than I would have caused with an actual physical attack, so here's what it is. Everyone's still grouped. It's the main problem we're going to be facing here. Just get hit. Now doesn't mean nothing. Quick heal. That bonus action. Got a lot of HP back. Moonbeam. Everyone's already weak. The wolf died. It's a trip hit. It's beautiful death. This guy's just out here trying to do entangle. Double kill right there. See how quickly things went from good to downright bad. Like I can't heal them or bring them up because they're in the moonbeam. Although I could have used a Skull Revive and then move them out the way. Gotta heal myself by going. But now we're vastly outnumbered. I'm just gonna get taken down slowly but surely. It's like that's kind of pointless, I've realized, because I'm just gonna keep going back and forth. Decided to take that.
Before my time.
Should not have jumped there because I could have kept my extra attack. That bonus move I needed to heal. So, and then boom, wipe out. Still got Warden, but don't really have for long. This guy's not any help there, just runs. Not even healing, just runs. Wrath fails. Great hit from Wrath there. It's failing it again. Dead. And there it is. The first TPK. Which of course I'm not going to take down lightly because I want this thing to go entirely different than the way it has. So we're going to go back to the beginning. Circle back forward, but have everyone set up in better positions to make this work out for our advantage. Because this, I was seething at this, like, I can't imagine like if my honor mode run ended in the Grove of all places. But for whatever reason, here we are, dealing with the joy that failing can only bring you. And let's get this set up quickly, because like, yeah, nope. Learn my lesson. Shadowheart, I need you to get up on the table. Not pause. Like I thought you can jump up on those, just get a little extra high ground, but new, not to be. Keep her up there. Karlak, you're gonna be off to the background here.
Indolence breeds madness.
Lae'Zel, I'm gonna keep you right here. No. It's like maybe her jump wasn't enough, so I kind of figured that would be a thing.
No one stopped me
Get
yet.
that going. And then we're gonna try this again.
Why are you here?
You see how differently this
I
goes.
sent you to Zevlor. What?
Kind of like rush through this, hopefully. Yeah, I'm not playing around with the fight.
You think yourself quite...
What's in there? Cloakwood? Korga, have you lost...
Halsin! You
Olladin!
The choice is made.
As you say, Olladin.
We're gonna try the persuasion check one more time, see what happens. Luckily, I passed that both times on this attempt.
No, you don't.
You watch Korga closely.
This time
If
I
she's
failed the
moved
insight.
by your plea, she gives no sign.
And then go
Olladin,
back to
strike!
battle here.
We take this grove for the shadows.
Got a little bit better roll as far as turns go. So we'll see how this plays out. See how much better I do. Looks like I still got to deal with this guy. Still gonna try the 3-hit there. And again, I'm still obsessed with all of them. I don't know why. I got that guy down. I can't use Defender's Flight because I am right next to her. So I'm like, oops. Still same situations before. Just at least try and shove. But I forgot it was Korga and Ren standing next to me. The good news is now that Moonbeam's only be able to hit one person at a time. So that's good. Shadowheart's already getting pretty beat up being up there. So I mess around, get an extra ally in the field. And then can't get all the way over there. What I can do, I've got disadvantage, so like that's kind of my main problem. Thought about it, definitely thought about it. What I should be doing is Sacred Flame. There we go, good job, Brian. And I missed, but it was the best odds I was gonna get. I need to stop jumping. Get the healing radiance going. It's like that did something there. That was a good move. Let's try and knock off some of their lackeys as quickly as I can. And then, yeah, the crit, fantastic. Needed that. And luckily she ran over, aggroed the wolf in the other room, gave me a huge boost. If you're like, wow, this fight's going way worse for you, it looks that way. It really does. Jump all the way over. Whoop. And then I accidentally triggered another enemy who's hiding in the back room. You're like, really? I forgot to use Precision Strike. So if you notice, like, the moves I'm failing are such basic stuff that if you've got some level of competency, you'll be like, what in the world are you doing? This guy hopefully is more helpful this time. Look at that. Look at you. Already more helpful than last time. And he got a successful hold person on Korga, which is incredible because now it's an automatic crit if you hit. So it's just, that changed my whole game plan. I started just teeing off because you're not going to get a better situation than that. Let the wolf help out. He's not going to be able to be active for this turn. Lae'Zel can kind of solo that. It's like, it's 100% hit. Like, why would you change those odds? And it's like, what I should be doing is a smite move, because you're right there. Instead of just guiding bolt, which he had a huge crit. I was like, do I really want to waste a flourish on her? It got another crit, so like, heck yes. Nice healing radiance again, love it. Trying to use a guiding bolt from the top rope here. And I murdered her. So, everything changed all because Wrath got a old person done correctly. Go figure, right? Now it's just time to slowly knock people out, one by one. Because now I don't have to get moonbeamed to death. Which is a fantastic change of events for me. Dazed a bear. Don't really know what good that's gonna do. Got a wolf on wolf out right there. Quick fields, and I was gonna do it anyway. Go back, ham on Aladdin. Got a huge hit. So that'll work. Just keeping Shadowheart active, which she was already team MVP with her crit hit on call. That helps. And you killed the puppy. Now I'm mad. You go next. I think? No? I'm gonna ignore it? Wow, ignored it. Foolish. Foolish indeed. I guess trying to make sure all of them dies. Wrath was trying to make sure it didn't go unavenged. What I need to do is drop this guy. Maybe? No? Come on, drop the guy. Use your brain here. So that's good. We'll kill Lae'Zel. Helping solo Aladdin, keeping her busy.
Will protect me.
Got Shadowheart still hanging in, just clutching right now. And then another kill. Keep Lae'Zel standing.
I got this.
2 huge kills from Shadow, and she's healing in the background, which is if you position correctly, which I didn't the first time, things really go good. Still needed the extra help from Wrath, but a win's a win. Got a daze. She's low HP now. It's like, where are you going? You're not going out the bear form, just from into it. That's why this fight's annoying. In, out, in, out, in, out, and all that stuff. Just obnoxious. Huge hit from that. Still don't know why they made you a Raven, but whatever. It's like, I don't know how she was able to push Lae'Zel, but she did it anyway. Again, a magic missile. I want to make sure Aladdin goes down. And then you, or you. It's like you're out of form, so I'm gonna go after the Aladdin's dead now. You can see now I'm just systematically working the numbers game to my advantage. Because Wrath and Shadowheart decided to come up clutch.
Ready.
Didn't need to heal anybody, so just gonna let it be. Guiding bolt for the win. Huge one, now that's gonna be a guaranteed crit on whoever hits them next. Try and shove a bear. Just figured why not. But I should have done a stun over there, but I attack, try and finish. But hey, Lae'Zel will go ahead
This is your end.
and get that going. Looks like I healed some of her, so like that's something. Missed the poison spray. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish you. It's 2 HP. Couldn't believe it. There's Wrath coming in clutch.
Won't last much longer like this.
No, you will not. So here we go. It's like, I don't know why I'm fighting all this. I got a 70% chance, but I got 75 here. Now I can flee if I so desire, just so I don't be bothered
Wonder if
with
the
it.
gods are watching me.
Shadow Heart from top rope. But the one time she misses.
Now
Totally
this
fine.
is my happy place.
That potion.
I am fury. I am death.
And Lae'Zel with the clutch kill. So I got my first TPK, but overall, we did things the right way, where, in my mind, having Kaga dead is always the best option, especially if you're tiefling. But I've been Brent for Geek Variants. Thank you for checking it out. Like, comment, dislike, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one.